Okay, so what is 63%? We know what to put 63 on top of, right? And we know what of means. Of means something about 150, so don't forget that. A percent proportion, so you're going to have, you know, well, you know what to do. The ratio of flooded land. The ratio. What's a ratio? It's a fraction. The ratio of flooded land to dry land. So I'm going to say, I always like to write this out. Flooded land to dry land. I pick out two letters that help me remember. Flooded. I could write out flooded over dry, but I just put F over D to remind myself my ratio is as F is to D, so something else is like that. As flooded is to dry, it's the same as 2 to 9. F is to D like 2 is to 9. But wait, we're not done. Now they're going to tell me either the flooded or the dry. And you're like, no, actually they don't. They say the plantation consisted of 1,210 acres. They gave me the total. They gave me the flooded and the dry added together. And then they asked me for flooded. So they gave me a deceptive ratio, so I have to start over. This is what this problem wants us to do. They want us to start over midstream. So we're used to our practice of saying flooded to dry is 2 to 9. And they're like, oh, wait, no, curveball. Flooded to total is what you really want, not flooded to dry. So the flooded, well, I know the flooded, it's 2, but what's the total? Well, if there's 2 flooded for every 9 dry, that means I can put these together and they make 11. So my total is 11. For every 2 flooded, there's a total of 11. And for every 9 dry, there's a total of 11. But I don't care about the dry. The dry was just to help me understand what the total was. So I know. Here's my plantation over here, and here's my 2 that were flooded, and here's my 9 that weren't. So I'm like, well, I know my plantation is bigger than these 11 acres. Most plantations are bigger than that. It's 11. I suppose there's a lot of connotation with the word plantation. This is an old book, so just forgive them. Anyway, there's 11 acres in this story, but wait, there's not 11 acres. We know that a farm is going to be bigger than that. So what is it really? Well, the total is really, the number on the bottom is really 1,210 acres. And so now, here's our model, and our real plantation is this. You can just see a little corner of it from space or something. So obviously our plantation, our farm, we're going to say farm, is much bigger, and we don't know the flooded part of this. We know that on the small model it's 2 out of 11, but now we don't know. But we can solve. It's the only thing we don't know. So we're going to say flooded times, we're going to say F times 11, so 11 times F is equal to, and then we go the other way here, we say 2 times 12, 1,210. And so I guess I'll go ahead and multiply those together. Last time it didn't work out beautifully for me, and I can't see how it would this time, although it probably will. Let's multiply by 2, and we get 2420, and we have 11F. And you know that we're going to divide both sides by 11. If it's 11 times F, we have to divide by 11 to undo it. Don't subtract. We're not adding 11. So then we say F is all by itself after the 11s cancel, and my calculator tells me 2420 divided by 11 is 220, a nice even number. So 220 acres. Yeah, so in the big farm, the flooded area is 220 acres. All right, so that's it. So don't fall for the trick if they set you up to think, oh, it's going to be flooded to dry. No, it's not. It's going to be flooded to total, and you have to figure out the total. Okay, so oops, I got rid of my box there. Okay, there we go.